Chad has ordered the immediate deployment of troops to maintain peace, especially in the capital, N'Djamena, after provisional results of the May 6 presidential elections surprisingly published on Thursday night declared transitional ruler General Mahamat Idriss Deby winner with over 61% of the votes. The main challenger, Succes Masra, claimed he won, with over 73% of the votes. Residents in Chad's capital, N'Djamena, said they awoke Friday morning to the sound of heavy gunshots. 45-year-old Umar Salah is a resident of the Makaga neighborhood, spoke to VOA on Friday morning via a messaging app. Umar said the shooting may have been ordered by Chad's government to intimidate those objecting to the results of Chad's May 6 presidential elections published by the country's elections management body, ANG, Thursday night. Chadian state TV reports that there were isolated gunshots in N'Djamena, but does not say who the shooters are. Public Security and Immigration Minister Mahamat Sharfuddin Margouet said in a release Thursday that enough police have been deployed to stop what he called the use of weapons and explosives all over Chad, but specifically in N'Djamena. Chad's military also said before the announcement of the partial results that enough troops had been deployed to protect people and their goods, especially in N'Djamena and Moundiou, the Central African state's second-largest city. According to the provisional results, Transitional President General Mahamat Deby is the official winner with 61.3% of the votes, more than the 50% needed to avoid a runoff. Members of the opposition and the public say they are surprised ANG published the figures in 3 days instead of 15 days after the voting, as stated in the Electoral Code. ANG says it is legal to publish results within 15 days. Deby, in a late-night message, said he is very grateful to the majority that voted for him. Deby said he is now the democratically elected president of all Chadians, including opposition party leaders who lost. Deby says he is particularly delighted because he scored a resounding victory and that he is going to work immediately to fulfill his electoral promises. Deby said he will concentrate on providing jobs for unemployed youths and strengthening Chad's internal security to guarantee peace and stability. ANG says more than 75% of the registered 8.2 million voters took part in the vote. Deby's main challenger, Succes Masra, scored 18.53% of the vote, while Albert Pimi Padak, the first transitional prime minister, got 7.91%. Masra had earlier declared that he won a resounding victory in the first round of voting, but that his victory was stolen by Deby. He spoke in a message broadcast on Facebook Thursday afternoon. He said Chadians voted en masse to say enough is enough to the over 3-decade dictatorial rule of Chad's former president Idriss Deby Itno and his son Mahamat Idriss Deby. Masra said all his supporters and security forces should strongly oppose an attempt by Deby to steal victory from the people. Masra said all Chad civilians should calmly mobilize and demonstrate peacefully for the stolen victory to be restored. Opposition and civil society members say there is perceivable tension that may cause chaos in Chad following the publication of the results. Candidates have 5 days from the date of publication of provisional results to file complaints at the Constitutional Council, which has 10 days rule on fraud and irregularities allegations. Definitive results will be declared by Chad's Constitutional Council on May 21st. Deby took power in April 2021 after the death of his father, Idriss Deby Itno, who died on the front line of a war against rebels after ruling for 30 years.